Aloha, good morning. It is Wednesday morning. I'm not used to being at work on a Wednesday morning. 6:07, we just punched in, got our paperwork. We got 5 full containers going out to the solar farm, so it looks like another 200-mile day. A lot of work. And we also have a dunnage can from the big box going back to the shipping terminal. Not sure where that container is. Doesn't matter right now though, because we are packed in like sardines here in the yard. There's way more work than there's enough time in the day to get it all done. That's what we're looking at. So we'll just take our time and get the truck pre-tripped. We've checked the fluids. And now let me show you what's going on with this truck. Very hard to start. This is what a hard start looks like. We'll crank it for like 10 seconds. Wow. Hallelujah. That's the way it's supposed to start. Was we might have fixed it, and the only thing we did yesterday was we took a kink right here. That return line was a little bit kinked, and I'm wondering if that's all it was, because the last 4 days it has been really hard to start this truck. Today, no problem. That makes me very happy. Anyway, we're gonna wash the windows and go look for this dunnage container and just spend some time cleaning up the truck while we get everything untangled here in the yard. So it's 7:36. Just finished up our first movement. We dropping our full container of dunnage from the big box that was picked up last night. And now we're gonna go. We're in Alpha 16 stall 2. First full solar panel can is Alpha 19 stall 5. So we drop the full and we pick up a full. We're going to do 4 of these today. That'll keep us busy all day. Drop and hook. Drop and hook. 8:33, and we just finished up our first load here to the solar panel project. Let's get all this information down before we forget to. These government jobs, they got so much paperwork. It's like the military jobs. 252-440. Alright. So I saw some empties behind us. We'll go back and grab one of them. Skins are a little on the heavy side, 47,000 pounds. So many containers out here now that what I do is I go through our community list and I pick out 4 or 5 of the oldest containers, put them on a little cheat sheet here on the dashboard. That way we don't have anything divergent on us. From the time we drop it to the time we pick up the empty, we have probably a little over a week. This is an old one. So we'll get this hooked up and then we'll take it back to the shipping terminal. So we just finished up our third movement, the empty 40-foot container from the solar farm. Start up our next full container. good things about Wednesday, they still have a modified schedule in that they don't open till 7, but they don't close for lunch today, so we don't have to worry about that. That takes a lot of stress out of the day. We drop this empty chassis. Bravo 16 stall 2, and full is in Bravo 16 stall 9. That's the trick, get your empty chassis as close to your next full container as you can, and then you don't have to work as much. So we get this pre-trip. Take it back out to the solar farm. 10:35. Dropping off our 1, 2, 3, 4 container of the day. I think we're going to pick up this one right in front of us. That'll be our 5th. Take that back to the shipping terminal. Drop this one. I think I unhooked. Did I pull the pin? Yes, I did. Need a little tank here to get out. This is the 5th movement of the day. It's just after 10, which I call the halfway point of the day, which I also call lunchtime. Figure that out as soon as we get hooked up here. Take this back to the shipping terminal. Oh, so we're down here on the waterfront. Everybody's gone to lunch, so I thought that was a good idea. Finishing up. I don't know if you saw that, but water came out of the glad hand. Some of these trailers, their tanks are full of water. I don't want them in my tanks. So that's the big ship of the week that normally comes in on Thursday, but it's here Wednesday afternoon, which means we're going to have to work tonight. I don't know, maybe. It's here for 3 days. So they it's all about that ramp. So they want to get it to a certain level where the ramp is as level as possible. So the start and stop the container operations based on that, I think. That's my theory at least. I don't know for sure. It would explain why they take off a few containers and then they don't for a while and then they start up again. So let's drop this empty chassis. It's our 5th movement of the day. And go pick up our 6th movement of the day, which is also here on the waterfront. Charlie 11, stall 36. By the Coast Guard fence and let them know that our container is on the genset chassis. We want to get it flipped off. Oh, let's lower the airbags a little bit so we can get down underneath it. Somebody asked me if I've ever seen one of these loads come off a trailer. This is exactly what it looks like. Looks like it was a load of lumber. That's this is the area it happens in all the time, and it's always lumber or pipe, and it's always the guys that go from shipping terminal to shipping terminal, for whatever reason don't lock down the pin locks. If the pin locks had been locked, the tractor would have flipped over with the trailer, or at least it would have still been connected somehow. The flat rack wasn't connected to the trailer at all, which means he didn't lock down his pins. are just doing shipping terminal to shipping terminal, it's, they're just getting started. They don't have a lot of experience. This is a good job to get experience, but when you start taking shortcuts, your day can get ruined real fast. It's not something you want to mess with. Anyway, let's see how the Amazon regional distribution warehouse is coming along. Saw moving some rebarb this morning. Wondering how many stories it's going to be. Looks like it could be two, at least two, that's for sure. And that second level is being built so you can drive trucks on it. I see all the reinforcement going into it. It's going to be designed to carry heavy loads. Anyway, making our way out to the other side of the island to the solar farm. Third full container of the day. Pick up empty. So we got everything squared away. Brought our third container out here. It's dusty. That's why they got the water truck in front of us. Pre-trip, get it turned around and take it back to the shipping terminal, send out. Well, we made our way back to Sand Island. It's 1:49. Just ahead here is where the flat rack fell over. Enough that they know who to call when it happens, and they get on it right away. There's a lot of equipment real close. I'm pretty sure they got the flat rack out of the way, but the load itself, that's going to be a while to get that restacked. back into the shipping terminal. So it's 2 o'clock. Time to start up the last of the 4 full containers. 2 o'clock. Looks like everything's started back up here on the shipping terminal, the waterfront. Things look pretty busy. Where are we? Alpha 11 stall 9? No, Bravo 11 stall 9. And our next is in Alpha 11 22. Checked out, take it out to Ever Beach. Well, that's it. 4:15. We can shut it down. It was a tight squeeze. We ran out, swapped out the full for the empty, and got back to the shipping terminal at 3:40, and they closed at 3:45. Did it, got it all done. We had a few things working against us. It would have been nice if the shipping terminal had opened at 6 instead of 7. And then our initial in-gate in the morning, that took 20 minutes longer than it should have. And then I had to flip that one container off the genset chassis. So that made things really tight at the end there. Still, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 container movements. We drove 203 miles. We were at the shipping terminal when the gate opened, and we were inside the shipping terminal when the gate closed. So I feel like we squeezed about as much out of this day as we could. That's nice. But that silence really feels good. So today feels like Tuesday to me, which normally means I would have tomorrow off. But we're not doing that this week, so let's see how I feel tomorrow when I haven't had a day of rest. I think I'll be all right. I do quite a bit on my day off, so coming to work might be a little more relaxing, in fact. It's mostly chores and garage type stuff. Sometimes I over-exercise, so I come in sore the next day. Anyway, we're headed home. We got nothing cooked. We have rice. I need to make a salad. I think I'm going to cook fish. I think I got some Ono fillets. So we're going to defrost those and have fish, rice, and salad for dinner. That's what I feel like making. Usually when I get home, that's the first thing I do. Play around with the cats for a little bit. If the weather's good enough. Sometimes, a lot of times it's raining. We go outside for like 10 minutes and everybody eats grass and then comes inside and throws up on the carpet. But then I make dinner and right after dinner, take a shower, play with the computer for a few hours, and then go to bed. That's been the routine lately, at least. But that's about it for today. Thanks for watching. Aloha.